This single product makes over $10,000 a month on Etsy. It's one that I haven't seen mentioned pretty much anywhere else on YouTube, and it has profit margins of up to 60%. And the best thing about this product is that it can quite literally be made in under 10 minutes as a complete beginner. So in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give you the full step-by-step walkthrough. So if you're new here, my name's Alfie. I'm a multi-six-figure Etsy seller, and I've also had some pretty good success with my other e-commerce brands. So let's get straight into this one, and I'm just gonna head straight over to my Everbee dashboard. This is where I found the product, and you can see that it's making upwards of $10,000 a month with over 1,000 sales on Etsy. And if I actually click through to view it on Etsy, you can see that the product itself is personalized face mugs. So you can see here, this is pretty cool, right? Like, it's a great personalized gift. It's a great gift to give to a loved one or a family member. All the customer has to do is simply just send you a picture of whoever they want on the mug. And then of course, you simply just print that on the mug and ship it directly to the customer. And now, as you can see here on Etsy, these products are being sold for £16.49 or basically $20. And now, if you know anything about Etsy, you'll know that personalized gifts and personalized products on Etsy, they always sell, okay? And they always sell so good. So now I wanna go through exactly how to make these products and break it down for you guys so simply, step by step. And now, we're gonna be making these products in the print-on-demand business model. Okay, and so just for anybody who doesn't know, this is literally where you integrate your Etsy shop directly into a print-on-demand website such as Printify, which is super simple to do. And then essentially they're going to hold all of the physical stock for you, and all you're going to do is just create the designs, the digital designs that can then be printed onto these physical items. So you then market these designs on Etsy by using high quality mock-up images, and then as soon as one of these products are bought, like as soon as your listing's bought from Etsy, this order is going to get sent straight to the print-on-demand supplier, who's then going to print your design on the physical item and send it directly to the customer. So, of course, first things first, we need to actually create the listing on Etsy that the customers are going to go on to actually make the purchase for this item. And then after that, I'm going to show you exactly what to do when your item is actually purchased. So I'm going to start off by heading to a program called Canva, and I'm just going to open up a blank 1000 by 1000 pixel document. And then to this document, I'm going to upload a complete mugshot of me just to show you guys as a funny little example. So the first step, people, is going to be to just simply remove the background, and Canva makes this so easy. They've literally got a background removal feature. Hit this and it's literally all just completely done for us. And then of course, once the backgrounds are removed, you just want to save this file as a PNG, but importantly, you want to save it with a transparent background. And of course, I like to adjust the file size to make it a little bit bigger, just so that then when you actually print onto the product, like the print quality is just that little bit better. And then of course, you just want to save that image. And then once you got the image saved, you just want to head straight over to the Printify account, which we have directly linked to our shop when we set the account up. And then you just want to go to the catalog, and you want to just find a mug product that you think looks really good, it's within a decent price range, and it'll look good with our designs on it. And now I just want to give you a pro tip here. When you're on Printify and you're selecting products, and obviously for every product there's different suppliers, I recommend to only use suppliers that have a rating of 8.5 or above, okay? Stay away from anything below 8.5. Honestly, it's gonna make your life so much easier, and it's gonna make your customers so much happier, because normally these better suppliers, they have better supply times, and the product quality and print quality is just so far superior. So now of course, once you found your supplier for a high quality mug product, you then wanna start designing the product. So of course, for this, you just wanna literally just drag and drop the image that we've just removed the background of from Canva straight onto the mug template, which is just gonna upload our design straight onto the mug. And then you just want to go over to this edit section on Printify, and you want to scroll down to a part where it says make pattern. And then of course, what this is going to do is it's just going to create a pattern of your picture on the mug, and you essentially just want to resize it so that, you know, no little parts of my face on the mug is cut off or anything, and just want to make sure that everything looks really neat. And so this is looking pretty good already, to be fair. But of course, if we head over and look at the Etsy listing, you can actually see here that the pattern is staggered, so it's like a brick effect rather than just the straight up and down effect that we've got at the minute. So we can do this easily. So just going to head back to Printify, go over over back to our edit options, scroll back down to pattern, and then you see here it says brick. So you've got the brick effect pattern. So you literally just want to hit that and it's going to do exactly what it says. It's going to create that nice staggered pattern for us, which in my opinion, I think it just looks so much nicer on the mug. And then of course, I think it's looking pretty decent now. And if you wanted to see just a better overview of the product, you can actually scroll down here to this 3D section and you can bring up a little 3D model. So you can just spin this around and yeah, make sure that you're completely happy. And then of course, once we think the product looks good, we can then actually hit preview on Printify and then you can see proper preview mock-ups of the mug. So yeah, look at that, absolute $1 million smile. And if anybody wants this mug, limited edition, £1,000 straight to your doorstep. But anyway, yeah, once we're happy with the product, which to be fair I am, we can then just hit save and this is going to bring us to the page where we can start to adjust things like the title, the description, you know, and all just the general Etsy listing stuff for the product. So I'm not going to bore you all with this because I'm also going to do some SEO research as well, which I am going to integrate into this. If you want any SEO tips, I've got loads of videos about this on my channel. Feel free to check them out. But yeah, when I come back to you, this is all going to be filled in. But before that, I just want to give a super quick mention to the sponsor of today's video, which is me. So if you follow me, you'll know that I absolutely love to give you guys in-depth shop reviews and I love to work with you guys directly on your shops through these in-depth personal shop reviews. I mean, of course, this is going over absolutely everything on your shop, from your listings to the shop appearance to your SEO to things that we can work on together going forward. And you know, just everything that you need to do for your shop that you can do to massively improve and actually create a sustainable, successful business, not just now, but also in years to come. And then of course, if you're someone who is more super serious about earning the more high level serious money on Etsy, then of course, I also do love to work with you guys coaching, so one-to-one coaching. Because look, honestly guys, Etsy is a simple game once you know what works. I have been there, I've made all the mistakes, and I've also had pretty good success myself on Etsy. And you know, I just genuinely do really enjoy working with you guys to improve your Etsy shops. And the results, when I see the results of you guys actually improving, is something that is just really fulfilling for me. So yeah, feel free to contact me on Instagram or email, but please, only if you're actually serious about creating a successful online business and a successful online Etsy shop, okay? I only like to work with people who are actually serious. So yeah, back to the listing details in the Printify account for the product that we've made. And as you can basically see, I've just filled out all of the major text fields like the title and stuff like that and the description. And I've just quickly done a load of SEO research using my Everbee account. So yeah, I think the listing's in a pretty good place now. So I'm literally just gonna scroll down to the bottom. Of course, this is where the magic happens and we hit publish, and it's to send the product straight to our Etsy shop. So as you can see here now, this is the product. I posted it straight to a new Etsy shop that I've made just to show you guys some example products like this for this video and future videos. And so yeah, as you can see, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty professional, but of course, we're not gonna make any sales of it looking like this, because if you look at the proper Etsy listing, we need to make a killer thumbnail image that people are actually gonna click on and know that they're buying a personalized product. So for this, I'm literally just gonna head straight back over to Canva and I'm just gonna import the first mock-up image, so the image that's gonna be our thumbnail, straight into Canva. And then I'm literally just gonna start adding some things to it, like, you know, text, a few arrows. And I don't wanna bore you with showing you the whole editing process on Canva to create this thumbnail. So yeah, this is what the finished product looks like, the finished thumbnail. And all you want to do now is just obviously download it from Canva, head back to your Etsy listing and upload this as your main thumbnail image on Etsy. And then voila, this is your final result. And if you ask me, it looks pretty good, to be fair. For something that we've literally just knocked out in like 10 minutes, it's pretty decent. And I've just also made a really quick, simple instruction sheet, just very similar to the bestseller item listing that we've seen. I'm just gonna add this just so the customer knows what to do and how to send us the image once they've actually placed the order. So some people like to just put this detail in the product description, which again is fine, but I always think you're better off putting it in the listing images, because then at least that way, you know that the customer has seen it. And now, before we go any further, there's one last step we need to do, which is very important, okay? And for this, we just need to head back to our Printify account and we wanna go into our order settings and we wanna change the order approval settings to manual, okay? So this is normally gonna be automatic. So when a customer buys the listing from Etsy, it's gonna be automatically purchased on Printify. But of course, we don't want that because we need chance to go into the product and place the customer image which is of course going to be different every single time. And now I know there's ways to do this automatically, okay, but it's a little bit more complicated, and for this now, it's fine to do manual in my opinion. Sure, it takes a little bit of time for each order, but when you're just getting started and you're just getting started in personalized print on demand items, it's absolutely fine in my opinion. So now when we get an order come through, a proper order, all we're gonna have to do is just go into it, upload the customer image, which of course we've removed the background on using Canva, upload that to the mug, and again, just create the pattern ourselves. Of course, just make sure the dimensions of everything are okay, and then all we have to do then is just submit the order and wait for one happy customer. So look, that's just a really general quick overview of how we make these sort of style personalized products on Etsy. But of course, guys, remember to make the massive sales volumes on Etsy, it really does help to know a lot of the stuff that these very successful six-figure Etsy sellers know. So with that in mind, I recommend you to check out this video with some of my best tips that help you skyrocket your sales on Etsy. But yeah, otherwise guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.